Here it is, as you all requested, the Draw My Motherfucking Life video, son. Alright, so let's do this. My parents come from Thailand, and a lot of y'all think I'm Filipino, but no, I'm actually Thai. And they came when they were like 20-something, got married, and they come from Thailand, bomb food, beautiful beaches, and the most beautiful transsexuals you have ever seen. Like, you wouldn't be able to even tell that they used to be guys. Anyways, I was actually born in Billings, Montana, kind of random, I know. And the night my mom gave birth to me, she was actually in labor for like 72 hours, all that pushing and screaming, ah! So finally the doctor decided to just slice her open. That's right, I'm a C-section baby. I think that's why my head is so round, because, like no squeezing from the cooch, just my round ass head. So after we moved from Montana, we went to LA, Cali, West Side till I die, you know what I'm saying? That's where I've been. We actually ended up moving to the east side of Long Beach, and my parents thought it was like kind of dangerous, so they sent me to a Christian school in Gardena, and that's where I started getting into acting and performing and stuff like that. In junior high, my boy Johnny actually got me into trying to write raps and stuff like that, and then with my boy Will, we formed a little rap group called BAS, which is Black Asian Samoan. I really started to become obsessed with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, it was just such a big influence growing up, and I decided I want to do that. I want to do the rapping, and I want to be on TV, and I want to be in movies just like Will Smith. And I called this plan for my life the Fresh Prince format. Soon after that, my parents took over Thai Smile Restaurant in Paramount, and we actually still own it to this day. So if you're in town, come through. So we moved to Paramount, and I had to go to Paramount High. And Paramount High was like all Mexicans, and I felt like I just super stuck out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a little Asian kid. There were all these like cholos, and I just thought like, man, they looking at me like I'm crazy. A lot of them would just call me Chino, like, hey, what's up, fool? Hey, Chino, what's up, Chino? And that's how they knew me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, it was a little lonely at first. Like, I didn't know anybody. This was my first time in a new school, And one day, I found this Asian tree where there were these Asians there. And I was like, what's this? The Asian people? And they're like, hey, come be our friend. And I was like, okay, cool, let's be friends, right? But and then I was sitting there, and I was thinking like, why am I friends with these people? Just because we're Asian? Are they my real friends? Do they know me? Am I outgoing? Am I not outgoing? Who am I as a person? I went through this whole little like identity crisis, you know what I'm saying? But I decided to leave, and I found friends of my own, friends that like to rap like me, and we would battle at lunchtime, and we would freestyle, and then we'd get a big crowd, and eventually people kind of started to know me as Tim, you know what I'm saying? Not just Chino, but the kid that rapped and made jokes and, could act and stuff like that. And speaking of acting, I took drama class, and that's where I met my boy Eric, who I would star in a bunch of musicals with, and my boy Peter, who was always making little short films and stuff. And eventually we started working together, creating little short films, and we'd submit them to different contests. And we still work together today. You might know them as Super Ego, or The Cholo, and PD Flow Films. And back then we would make these little movies, and we'd show them in the little theater, and show them to our friends, and everyone would laugh and laugh and laugh. And of course, in high school I also met my boy Ricky Shucks. And funny thing about me and Rick is that we actually didn't like each other when we first met. Like, I was like, who is this guy making all these jokes? Like, he's trying way too hard to be funny. And Rick thought I was fake, just the way I dressed and the way I talked. But, we became BFFs. After high school, I got a job working at Foot Locker. Like, hey, what's up, miss? Can I get you a size 9 in those Nike trainers or whatever? Then I started working at California Pizza Kitchen selling pizzas. Hey, would you like a spinach artichoke dip to start you off? All the while, I was going to Cal State Long Beach trying to get my degree, studying communications, and I switched to art after that. Then, some interesting things were happening during this time in my life. One thing being at CBK, I met a little Latin chick named Ileana, and also I found YouTube. So I started dating Ileana, and then I started posting videos on YouTube, and on the surface, we looked like we were a cute couple, but inside we were fighting. Lots of drama, it just didn't work out. But we're still cool, and I still have my YouTube. And the more I started YouTubing, the more opportunities it was beginning to open up for me, But I was really struggling to balance school and balance the whole entertainment thing, and I had to make a decision. So I decided I was going to do what I loved and put school on hold, and it actually started to pay off, and I was living off of it, which was crazy to me. So once it was going successful, I knew I had to go hard. I had to stop playing, I had to get serious. So I started cranking out videos, and the more I did, the more people watched. And next thing I knew, I was flying all over the world, doing shows, doing meet and greets, providing for my family with this YouTube money, and it was amazing. So one day, I'm sitting on Facebook, creeping, and I'm on my homegirl Vanessa's page when I see this beautiful girl. I'm like, oh my God, who is this girl? You know, beautiful eyes, cute ass nose, lips, curly ass hair, skin tone was bomb. And I was like, Vanessa, you need to hook it up. Well, long story short, we start messaging on Facebook, and then we start texting, and then, you know, we kind of just started to like each other, you know? Thing is, she's in Canada. So one day I had a show in Toronto. She had family in Toronto, so she came to the show, and she was in the audience, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's here. And so she came backstage, and we talked, and we spent some time together, and I knew immediately that I wanted to be with her, and I would just never find a girl like her in America. So I've been flying back and forth to Canada ever since. And without making this thing stupidly long, you know, I can honestly say that right now I am truly happy with my life, and I feel so blessed to have everything I have, and to have everyone that's in it, and to be doing what I love to do and living off of it. You know, I have a beautiful girlfriend. She's the shit. Like, she really is amazing. I have dope friends who share my same interests and who do what I do and are positive and support me, and we support each other. And the fact that I can live off this shit and buy a car and buy a place to live and provide for my family, who have always been supportive of me and so loving towards me. You know, I'm a firm believer in look how funny I drew my mom. You know, if you give love, you'll get love, and I'm all about sharing positivity with the world. And I'm so glad you guys are here with me and make this possible. So thank you. I love you. Peace.